7. Again, they got to try to get the first down, but they got to be careful that they don't make the error.
And what's frustrating for Tom Flores, as you see, he decides to allow the clock to run out, not having the weapons that he'd like to have there offensively to be able to make the calls he'd like to make. And that's the end of the third quarter with the score all tied at 10. Our coverage will continue after this message from your local station. Start of the last stanza here at the Kingdome in Seattle, all tied at 10 apiece. It'll be 3rd and 7 for Seattle, and Seattle has not converted on 3rd down this afternoon. Incomplete. Pass a little low. Intended receiver was Brian Blades, but Gelbaugh again up under pressure.
He just didn't throw the football very well. That's the second time now that he's broken Blades down and out, and Blades has won the battle. The ball's just not thrown well enough for him to make the catch, and again, almost intercepted. I think they need to get to him, but they need to throw the ball properly on 3rd down, and that's something Gelbaugh's got to get it out there. Maybe throw it a little quicker, but he's got to get the ball to Blades. That's their best weapon. They've got to continue to go to it.
Rick Tootin, the most active foot in the NFL, pressed into duty again. 6 punts this afternoon already. Another good one. Sikahema. And another decent return by Vi Sikahema. Tackled by Tracy Johnson. Tonight on CBS begins with 60 Minutes. How would you like to leave your house every morning and find someone waiting outside, someone who terrorizes the neighborhood, and the cops can't do a thing about it? Why? Watch 60 Minutes tonight. Then it's Murder, She Wrote, followed by the CBS Sunday movie A Message for Holly, starring Lindsay Wagner and Shelley Long. That's all coming your way tonight on CBS. First and 10 for the Eagles from their own 47. On the ground. And Sherman up under the pile. Tight game taking place at RFK, and with more on that, let's go back to New York and return of the fumble by Harper. The defense continuing to do the job for the Seahawks. Casey on for the point after. And it's good. Seahawks out in front of the Eagles by the score of 17-10. 13:50 left in a ball game.
Here we go to look at Cunningham on a bootleg. He can't find his man. He starts to scramble. Now he's trying to get the first down. Look at the good tackle. The ball's knocked loose by Stevens. Harper picks it up and is off, and he almost blows the whole thing here now. He starts getting cute, and he doesn't handle the football enough. He was really lucky. You know?
Very. That's why I'd even asked the question, did he score? Take a look here. You mentioned getting too fancy.
Yeah, you know, they probably would have shot him if he'd have kicked that thing out of the end zone and they'd have gotten a 20. But it was an excellent play by Stevens, who knocked that football loose. And again, it's the Seattle defense that keeps hanging around, and continuing to compete. That's not something he should be laughing about. It's something he should be saying, hey, I almost threw a chance to win the football game away.
First forced fumble by Rod Stevens of the season. First fumble recovery for Harper.
And surprisingly, it's Seattle's first defensive touchdown. They've been such a good defensive football team, but that kind of opportunity has not presented itself. You get the feeling that things are a little dangerous right now for Philadelphia. The noise is going to become a huge factor as this game goes on. These fans are alive now.
Sukahima decides to bring it out and is smashed. James Jones with a good special teams play.
And you haven't seen a lot of smiles on Seahawk players over this last 2 months, but boy, they're starting to show up all over. And when you get excited, those kind of plays start happening for you. Guys start saying, hey, let me at them. Noise is going to be a big factor. They have to keep their poise. Now the field position is working against Philadelphia.
Walker. First down run by Herschel Walker. Dwayne Harper realizing one man can't bring down Walker. A 12-yard run.
We get a look at Walker cut back. Watch him start towards the top of our screen and come back now. The linebacker, Joe Kane, gets knocked off the line of scrimmage, and there's the lane for him. Every once in a while, Herschel Walker can give you one too many fakes. You know, he's so powerful he could run right over you. That time he gave him about 3 fakes and was run out of bounds.
First and 10 from the 25. Complete to Barnett. First down. Up to the 40. 12:58 and counting left in the ball game. Eagles trailing by 7.
Again, now the first 2 plays, they come back with a bit of patience. Herschel Walker gets a 10-yard gain for him. Then there's a short, quick pass by Cunningham. Gets some of the rhythm back.
4 catches, 118 yards by Barnett. First and 10 from the 40. Walker. Herschel Walker running hard. A gain of 4 will bring up a 2nd and 6. Philadelphia controls its own destiny as far as the playoffs are concerned, but need to win the 3 remaining games to ensure it a spot in the playoffs. 12-10 and counting left in the ball game.
Herschel Walker has to play a role in this 4th quarter of doing just what he did, picking up the 4 and 5-yard gains in the middle, which lets Cunningham operate on the corners, and again keeps that bootleg pass fake intact.
Complete to Barnett for the first down. Across midfield, ball will be spotted at about the 46. Dwayne Harper on the coverage. 11:37 and counting. 17-10 Seahawks on top.
Well, it's been Herschel Walker inside and quick outs or stop patterns to Barnett. Expect that bootleg pass coming here pretty quick. Keith Byers has been very quiet in this football game up to this point.
Cunningham trips a bit. Under pressure, a flag on the play. Sack credited to Cortez Kennedy.
There's a penalty down also that looks like holding against Philadelphia, but I'm sure they'll decline that.
Unsportsmanlike conduct, a chop block, number 34.
Chop block.
Herschel Walker
took
a shot at Kennedy that time. A chop block is when the back blocks a man below the waist. Here we get a look at Kennedy. He's partially obscured, and Walker from back here is going to come up and